one of our junglers that has been able to get things done in the early game on the Zac, but that was back when he was on King Zone. Now he's on Gen.G, a much more slow-moving and objectives that are being looked at, but no actual fighting is going on as the Rift Herald's looking to be traded for this Cloud Drake. Cloud Drake goes down. Chongo just... finally, as I say it, Cast a Curse means that Linderung is going to get engaged on here as life comes on over. Flash comes in. He can't flash out of the way of the Frozen Tomb, as at least the damage reduction's decent, but it's not decent enough to keep him alive in first blood.
Trying to delete Ruler later. You wouldn't normally think that Victor can get into range, but I mean, if he casts a max range.
Out of Linderung here towards the top side of the map, but this should just be the turret going down as well. The Demolish proc very easily just eradicates that turret from the map, and Gen.G. Teleport is going to come in here as Linderung looking to try and get on top of Ruler, but misses the Vanguard's edge. Only finds one of the stuns, but now Jin Air have got themselves grouped up, and Roach has the ultimate, and that is bad news, Bears. It seemed like it was going to be a good thing, but actually, it bit them. Actually goes back in to try and get the World Ender to get that extra health. As life goes into the stopwatch, they've gotten rid of Fly already. Double kill now as Chongo brings it all back around for Jin Air.
Inside of Chongo, Malrong heals a lot, so these sustained periodic damage dealers that don't have any...
Feels like Ruler's pretty much online. Fly's going to be able to get this turret. Eventually, there we go. Didn't want to waste an auto. Pretty decent damage on this turret. This might be going down relatively soon, LS.
Well,
yeah, Peanut's going for the dive. Root's going to get popped back, but the Devourer is going to be there, and the Kidnap does.
Come on. Ocean.
Powering up.
Ocean. Oh.
Wait, what was it?
Oh, it was a mountain. After that, they don't have to finish it, but it looks like they're going for it. Wow, Jin Air Greenwings.
That's a really late teleport, but it looks like the turn is going to come in. Ruler trying to get some damage down onto Malrong is going to be able to bring him down to about half health. But it's Chongo right in the backline, underneath his Shroud, getting some relevant damage down onto the backline. Roach in trouble, but World Ender is there as Ruler jumps on forward, takes down the Catfish first. It's a double kill coming in for Fly as the damage is there finally for Gen.G. Ruler's timing is just so good with the Killer Instinct, and Gen.G will move back to the Baron after the ace.
Yeah, and this is fantastic. Atrox, I love what Roach just did. He moved away from the Baron immediately, said, hey, we have a Mountain Drake, we have a Kai'Sa, you don't need me, let me go somewhere else, maximize usage of my time. He might even be able to actually get that top tier too. That was a very big minion wave. I think that's what he's going to be able to do. Yeah. I love when I see this. I hate seeing players just be like, oh, you know what, let's just overkill the Baron for no reason and waste Very difficult for Jin Air Greenwings to actually resist any of this Baron push that comes out. Ruler is so big. His stopwatch is still available too.
Yep, and this tower is not available, by the way. That was taken down in an instant. Peanut waiting for that stretching strike to come back off cooldown. Sorry, the elastic slingshot. Trying to get another fight started, and I feel like Peanut can just start a fight whenever he wants to. He's given so much leeway with how this game has gone. Not able to clear out that ward just yet. Gen.G just trying to break open this base. Roach splitting on the bottom side while they wait for the minion wave in mid. Pretty standard textbook stuff here from Gen.G, but they've been allowed to do it this entire game. The inaction of Jin Air has really bit them to start this series off. Inhibitor going to go down. Jin Air just watching.
And it does look like they're just going to rotate up at the top.
I mean, it seems like the MO.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But they are going to be able to take this one down very swiftly.
They're going to get it anyway.
Ruler's going to dive on route. The Devourer is going to be there in time. So Ruler just checking in, but now Ultimate no longer available. Redemption going to come in to try and heal route back up, but he's got a fountain there, so it may not have been that necessary. As finally, all the inhibitors have been taken down. Gen.G just have Nexus turrets to deal with, and Jin Air actually going to start a fight. Vanguard's Edge says yes as they dive into the backline, but Chongo just dies as an afterthought in the Shroud. Linderung's down to the stopwatch, but that should be the end of him, as it should be a triple kill coming in. No, it's not, as Roach is going to be able to grab that one, but otherwise, it's all about the Ruler damage, and this was all about Gen.G this game.
Yeah, and that game just accomplished now.
Well, is Zoe going to be picked up here for Grace? And I actually thought that might have been an option taken by Fly. He's been defaulting back to the Zoe a lot, but decides the way
Sleepy Bubble trouble.
Because it's funny.
No. Wait. Wait.
You know that it's trouble bubble, right? As we've got first blood to be happening in the mid lane.
Malrong, it's really surprising because you would expect that he would be doing a lot more.
Another
wow.
one,
Right.
and pop goes the ergot once again. I've seen this movie before. I understood how it ended. And we watched that one happening in slow motion. Jin Air meaning that this Infernal Drake is indeed going to be taken down. Black Cleaver not quite there.
Wow.
Fly just yet, but they just grab it for free to get over. Has to walk all the way around this corner. That's going to be first turret going down. All of those plates eaten up here by Gen.G. And as you can see, 4 seconds to go.
Whoa.
There we go. They actually get the turret plates.
Oh, that was very
Maybe able to get another one as well, as Grace has to use his flash to get out of the way. Cleanse on cooldown now.
bizarre.
Yeah, I
With
think
Tom
they had enough
Kench.
damage
Yeah,
there.
absolutely, they did.
And with Repel available as well, Repel and Devour means that diving turrets is pretty easy if you've got the elite over. But the inner turret taken down. Shelly's help there, of course, was very nice, but getting a triple charge on your Rift Herald is able to deal with it relatively quickly. Checking brush is pretty easy now that there is an Elise in the game as Grace jumps on over with the portal jump. The Disdain is thankfully going to help Fly not take the big burst of damage. That's a minion wave very close to the base.
These side lanes
Jin
are
Air as
very
the
good
arrow's
for
going to
Gen.G.
land in the mid lane route, taking a lot of damage, but Ruler may be overextended as there's the engagement coming in from Linderung, followed up immediately as well by the Rakan. Beautiful stuff, and Grace is the one gifted with the kills, still flashing on.
Greenwings in a turn of events that only M. Night Shyamalan could have directed.
Yep.
So here now at tier 2.
Apparently challenges is where all the good teams are, LS.
That is
Okay.
true. Just look at Griffin.
Look at Damwon,
yeah.
look at Sandbox. Yeah, I think we need to go. Never heard anyone. As Roach is going to be fighting Linderung on the bottom side of the map. As is this the point where the Scion is going to start winning? And it's feeling scarily like that. Gargoyle Stoneplate has been built up, but he's not going to be able to get out of here just yet. Abyssal Voyage to come in as Life is going to back up Roach. And now they're just trying to get him out of here. It's going to get licked. Is the CC going to be enough? Yes, the gobble comes in from Life, spits him out, and picks up a well-deserved nuisance, but might actually get routed here. The rest of Gen.G are hanging around the area as there's the grand entrance, and that's a pick on the Jace. A free one going over to Root. But what can Gen.G do?
Sion's going to manage to get the bottom turret right here, as Jin Air is maybe looking to get the turret here. And, I mean, Jace can just start hitting that dragon with Elise. I mean, both teams are really botching this. If you're Jin Air Greenwings, why do you care about a top tier 2 turret? Just bring Zoe to the dragon. Gen.G's out of position. Burst it. Demand that they fight you, because Olaf's just going to be able to eat the brunt of the Ash Arrow, and then Jace is out of position.
And you know what's happened now? Gen.G have actually just taken the mid outer turret for free. They took the inner turret top lane for free, and now they're going to take the Drake for free because of indecision, because of exactly what you're doing. That one in there, the blue trinket is now down as Arrow is going to fly in, does connect, but isn't really a big deal as now Grace could be in trouble. The Disdain comes down. They've got off the Baron now, as I believe the ult went wide, but Root is now into the backline. Kellen is charming everyone up, but Fly has the Gargoyle Stoneplate, and already on the backline, Roach is jumping forward. They get rid of the Olaf. They're playing this as front to back as you like. And Gen.G are making it
clear.
Yeah, and Fly refilling his health bar like that just means that they're able to get so much done. Kellen comes on over, but Malrung's dead. That means no smite. Fly, I believe, just, well, the Repel is going to go in, but Kellen does have that quickness available right in the sky with the Zhonya's Hourglass and jumps into the gaping maw of Life as well. But the fight is going to continue. Grey Health isn't even going to get popped there as the first kill does go over to the Kai'Sa. Second one over to Zoe, but look what's happening on the top side. Roach says, I don't really care about what's happening, guys. I'm just going to win the game.
You could get Deathfire Grass.
Oh, that would be really cool. This is also cool, though. We've got a fight on our hands as the Decimating Smash going to get another knock up onto the Tahm Kench. They're trying to focus him down, but Ruler is free hitting Callan. You ain't going anywhere, buddy. Slowed down and destroyed his route. Diving on forward, another Devour is very nice, but instantly popped by Grace. He's getting the work done. Spirit's trying to do it as well. Triple kill comes in for the Zoe. Peanut still alive as Malrung is getting out of there, and Roach is now going for this fight. Trouble Bubble is going to land. Spells the quadra kill to the mid laner of so much damage onto this Baron as Fly moves on in, but they're just going to give it away.
I think they have to just try to stop recalls.
Well, Peanut's going to come on over as, we've got the turret falling down, and you're right. The recall's attempting to be stopped. Spider Lady going to get into spider form and slink away. Zoe does get out of there, but Arrow's going to land. Immediately cleansed there by Root. Immediately devoured, and Root doesn't have that ultimate, but I like the opportunistic play. Opens up the mid lane, and now Life will need to play very, very carefully. Ruler also with that Devour on cooldown. Both of these turrets immediately evaporate as I don't know whether they're going to be able to defend this one. Look at this damage, and the Jace is still splitting on the top side. This Gen.G squad are going to give up their mid inhibitor, and are they going to give up Nexus turrets?
I think this is a base race now.
Whoa, look at that damage. That's explosive as Kellen dives on forward, doesn't quite get the Ashes life. Is in there. Teleport now onto this Nexus turret, and if that completes, that might be the good news story. It does, as Roach gets in amongst it. Not going to find the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Flash out there from Linderong. As Jin Air, they're not done yet. Gen.G still underneath these turrets.
Oh, man.
Oh, man,
this
just
is
one auto coming in from Root. Grace dives on forward. He's just got so much AP.
They have Scion passive.
Yeah, Peanut actually goes the wrong way here as Roach dives on forward and just gives his life up for free. Ruler has to flash into the fountain. Now the Nexus is going to get taken down, and Jin Air will bring us to Game 3.
Well, very explosive team compositions. And, okay, for the last pick, your friend...
Away
okay.
That Rift Scuttle. That is why it is over there, as Life going to come on in. Wants to find the body slammer. Cathian Rain helped out by the damage of the Gragas. And first blood. So the mystery of the top lane swing is a big problem. As okay, there's the combo onto Kellen. Almost one comboed. And Ruler just comes in with the Academy. Gragas is real nice, but Jin Air going to be able to get this pesky Ocean Drake out of here. I think Gen.G are probably pretty happy about it.
Because otherwise they're always just going to lose the fight. He's just going to deal too much damage, and he's going to have too many resistances. But hold that thought.
Yep, that was a flash. Fly's going to get out with the claw. Another great barrel comes in from Life as Peanut does follow this cue and just safeguards his way out. The train comes on in. They're looking to bully Fly, but no, says Live. He's able to get a lot of work done off the side, but Ruler able to do so as well. They get rid of Fly a bit. As a Jin Air fan, as Life is once again just body blocking, and that is an ocean apiece, and the next one's a mountain. All right. Yeah, we're still doing it. Hey, at least we've got a swap. We got a swap.
Hey!
We got the turret to fall on the bottom side of the map. Gen.G getting out of this laning phase now. We've got teams without an AD carry. It certainly is something that is a bit of a no-brainer. Even as a play-by-play commentator, I know that one. I also know that Fly is definitely in trouble. Ring of Frost is there. Claw of Doom going to get him over the Vanguard's edge as another ultimate is going to go wide. However, Kellen gets in there. Kickback from Peanut to save himself, but not Life, who's going to get taken out by Grace. That's one, but could have been a bunch more, I think. Really bad. Oh, dear. Roach's flash is also on cooldown for some reason. When there's 5 players in there for a reason that's actually very smart, but I don't really understand.
Okay.
Oh, the ultimate is going to land this time. Quickness comes down as well, but Life in there with a great ultimate, and Ruler's going to grab that first kill. It's a 1-for-1 so far as Fly gets out of there. That means that Jin Air will have more people here, but the Fear Beyond Death is going to land, and Roach just gets rid of the piggy. Roach in trouble though. Life and Ruler are still here, and Ruler just survives for too damn long and picks up 2 kills. And this is what you said. You don't kill Ruler, you don't win the game, and they definitely don't win this team fight. Ruler, so much space where he was actually able to go. And what did we talk about before? Jin Air's composition is very good at making no Ruler zones to get damage down. That was so many more issues being thrown at you with Roach and Fly not being necessarily ignorable, and Peanut and Life can just throw people in so many different directions.
Whoa!
Flank gonna come in as Fly gets on top. They're starting another fight instantly as the Gragas grabs that first kill, and now Gen.G are trying to rout him, but this time they've managed to pick up the kill onto Ruler. That being said, it's exactly what we were talking about. If you allow everybody else to do what they want, they can still win these fights.
Yes. And in the 2v2s and 3v3s, the other champions for Gen.G are more competent than the remaining members of Jin Air Greenwings if Aurelia is absent.
Yeah,
the Lee Sin can still deal damage. The Urgot can still deal damage. Lysandra, you can't kill her.
And this is the thing, you know, they just put everything into trying to get Ruler, but Ruler had already done a lot of damage at the start of that fight. A lot of the damage had been done, and it meant that when Jin Air were throwing themselves at the Kai'Sa.
For the Jin Air Greenwings team composition. But I think that it's just too little too late. This is just like game number 1.
Yeah, feels like it. Mountain Drake is going to go down. Rift Scuttler there as well. And that perfect claw. Peanut could give them a bit of a delivery as there's the engage, but it's actually Malrong that jumps in first and then gets booped back. Kellen dives into the back line, but who can actually follow up? And the answer is no one. Killer Instinct. Look at the AoE damage. The explosion that is the Jin Air Greenwings. and Gen.G will pick up the team fight in a landslide.
Yeah, and that's going to be the game. Malrong, he's trying to run to the other base. I think he wants to join that team right about now, but...
Yeah, there's a bunch of defecting going on, a lot of weird teleports happening as well, but at the moment, junglers chasing junglers, Linderung trying to survive for as long as he possibly can, but 4 members should be enough to take down these Nexus turrets, and Gen.G, despite a loss in game number 2, will finally put a set victory on the board by taking down the Jin Air Greenwings, and it's all because of this man. It's all because of Ruler.
Yeah. And if he doesn't get MVP, something is seriously wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the only other player that I would even think about giving it to would be Life, but he didn't have enough of those moments to warrant it. Malrung? The Gen.G's MVP?
I mean, the Rift Herald, the Mist Stars, those are pretty... Yeah, I don't know how Gen.G could have done it without him.
There were definitely some doors hanging wide open in the Glacial Prison today. Let's just say that. However, it was a much cleaner performance in game number 3 for Gen.G, and watching them bounce back from a very difficult game 2 and have the mentality to keep it all together, still playing very slow League of Legends, of course, but it was methodical, it was what they needed to do, it was the comp they knew how to play, and they made it look pretty good here against the Jin Air Greenwings, but I mean, these are the 2 bottom teams in the LCK, and they're going to have a better performance as we move into week 3. A couple of days off, but their competition is only going to get steeper from this point on.
Well, I mean, Gen.G, game 1 and game 3 were very nearly identical. They were very simple team compositions that also, fortunately for them, the opponent drafted very, very poorly into.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this game 3 draft felt a little bit better than game 1. It felt like there were things that it could do to get them a win, but I completely agree.